Hi, welcome to our veranda, our new veranda. We've just moved in, maybe 2 weeks ago, and we're happy to be here. Today is a good day to tell you about plans for next year. So today one of the things that I did was meet up with friends from Operation Mobilisation, OM. The director for Zambia, good friend from the UK, Dan, the director for Africa, and the director for mission to Muslims in Africa as well. It's great to meet them all and to show them around. And one of the things we were talking about is how we might be able to collaborate next year, PIZ and OM. OM in their mission work and us in our work in helping people with understanding and teaching the Bible. We try and not be denominational because we want to be open to everybody to come in and learn how to understand the Bible and how to teach it well. So we're excited about these possibilities. We're excited about next year. We've got over 40 people interested in the course next year. Of course, we can only take 26. It'd be great for people to be praying that the right people are on the course next year. We've started thinking how we might tweak the course a little bit next year. I think one of the things that we've learnt this year is the need for teaching study skills. So we want to be able to build that into the course because in many ways they're foundational just for reading and understanding the Bible. So that will be part of what we are seeking to do next year. We'll have Mission Week next year as we have done the last 4 years now. And we're excited about that possibility. We haven't decided where to go yet. So if you're watching this in Zambia and you think we'd like a PIZ team to come and do a Mission Week for us, get in touch. But we'll be thinking and praying about that, seeing where we might be able to go with that. We're trying to keep up with the alumni and the things that they're involved with. I guess one of the things that we're trying to do right now is think, where will this year's graduates go next year? What will they do? What will they be involved in? I've had the great privilege this year of preaching at Garneton East Chapel, which is a new church plant by one of our graduates here, Moses Chimwaji. It's great to have continuing contact with people like Calvin Mundundu and Moses Chaluba, who are also involved in church planting, church work. Other PIZ alumni are doing things like studying at George Whitfield College in South Africa or doing apprenticeships. There's one or two doing apprenticeships with Kabwata Baptist Church in Lusaka, where Conrad Mbewe is the senior minister. So there's lots of good things already going on. We've got speakers booked for our conference for next year already, at least one. We've got speakers booked for this year's conference. If you want to come, you're welcome. It's in a month and a half. But we're looking forward to that conference becoming something which is encouraging and a great blessing and help to people in this area and, God willing, throughout Zambia. Look, there's Andy. I'm just about to tell you about Andy, and he's waving at you. That's great. It's wonderful to have Andy and Rachel Simmons with us. Now they've been with us for a month, and they're beginning to settle in. Andy's already started teaching Romans, which is very good as far as I'm concerned. It's great to have him sharing the teaching load, getting involved. His training, his experience is already proving very useful for us. Rachel and the boys seem to be doing okay. The boys are going to Amano Christian School. It's about a 35-minute drive away maybe. The students this year, they seem to be doing reasonably well. There's a few who are struggling. Their English level isn't quite at the height that we thought we'd hoped it would be. But there's others who are doing really well. This term 3, we've been assessing the teaching practice. So each term we've been doing teaching practice where we get in smaller groups and someone gives a short talk from a Bible passage and then we give them feedback and here's something that's gone well, here's something to work on. This term we're assessing that. It's part of the final assessment for the course. And we've been pleasantly surprised actually by one or two. There's been some really good work done in the Bible and in teaching the Bible, and that's been a great encouragement. One of the things that's a great encouragement here is the links that we're building and growing with local churches. I was preaching at Chancellor Chapel recently. The pastor there Jonathan Mwalimu is a director at PIZ here, he's on the board. The church that we've been going to, Kitwe Church, was able to host with PIZ a Christianity Explored training event, which we had maybe 50 or 60 people come along to. Craig Dyer had come over from Glasgow. It was really great to have him. He is a training director with Christianity Explored Ministries. So it was lovely to have him with us. He was training our students in using Christianity Explored, and he was also training, doing an introduction, I guess, to Christianity Explored at Kitwe Church, and a number of other local churches were represented as we were doing that. Very grateful to the Good Book Company, who sent us a huge load of leaders' manuals last year, I think, which we've been able to make really good use of during these events. That's been great. And we've got a few needs here at the college at the moment, which are particular to Zambia, or at least Zambian-like situations. The biggest need at the moment is electricity. So Zambia is on load shedding at the moment. That means we get electricity for up to 12 hours a day. Sometimes that can be all the way through the night. That has the knock-on effect of giving us problems with water. So we get our water from a borehole, or we get our water from a pump in a pond. And obviously when there's no power, we can't pump the water. And so we're short on water at the moment. We're trying to come up with solutions to try and solve that. One of those solutions will be perhaps installing solar power. Seems like a no-brainer in a country as sunny as this, but it's expensive to get it started. So we're just looking at how much that might cost just to get that going at the moment. Plenty of other needs. The Lord has been very kind in providing an extra small bus for us this year, which has helped significantly with transport. But of course, the road is not a made road. It's a grit road, and it's very bumpy. So there's quite a lot of wear on the tyres, there's quite a lot of wear on the vehicles just because of all the bumps, and that can get quite expensive, as well as just the fuel costs of going in and out, being so far away from local shops and the nearest city, Kitwe. One of the things that would be really helpful for us at PIZ would be someone to come and manage the farm, to really move us into strong profitability. Obviously, I'm neither a businessman nor a farmer. And so overseeing that is a challenge. And the folk who are here, they're working hard, but we really need someone to drive it forward with a focus and a vision for what we're trying to do. So you can probably see on my video the sun's going down, and I haven't turned the lights on, so it's getting a little bit dark. But it's been really good just to share some of these things with you. I hope it's been informative and useful. What we really need is people willing to partner with us in prayer and financially. Because the farm has not done as well as we'd hoped, therefore we have significant financial needs in the coming year. We'd really appreciate people who can even just give a little bit regularly, would be wonderful, even just a little bit. Anybody who's able perhaps to sponsor a particular thing, or even a whole student. It costs about £3,500–4,000 for a student for the whole year. Maybe you feel that you would be able to do that, or half a student or something like that. Again, that doesn't have to be a lump sum, it can be small sums per week or per month. But we would really appreciate your partnership in the gospel. We're so grateful for those who are already partnering with us. And I'd love to encourage you. There's lots of good things going on here. I'm really excited about the possibilities and the development of the college. But obviously, all of that stops if we can't afford to run the college. So we'd love for you to help us in this way. And who knows, maybe a Zambian missionary will turn up at your church one day who's been trained at PIZ. God bless you. Thank you.